What's going on, guys? JPB Duel here. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. And once again, I would like to thank you guys very much that do come to my Twitch to support me, that go on my YouTube, watch my videos, like, subscribe, comment, all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys very much. A big news, I just hit Twitch affiliate today. So thank you guys very much for supporting me on my Twitch. I really do appreciate it. With that being said, for today's game, I am going first. And I start my turn off by normaling out Lamseys, which my opponent instantly max easy because he knows Prank Kids is a combo deck. So thankfully I had a cross out in my hand which I used to negate the maxi, go into my combo. Now, for the guys that are new to my videos, if you guys are wondering, why does this guy have a Kaiju in his hand? Okay, so I run a 40 cards Prank Kids deck with the DPE engine and 5 hard copies of Kaiju cards in my deck. If you guys are wondering why I do that, I made a video specifically explaining why I do run these cards. Basically, I run them for the meta right now, the Baron de Fleur, Omni, or the DPE. You could easily Kaiju them, get them off the field, and then go into your play. That's the only reason why I run them. Now, I go through my one card combo, and you guys know why I do the combo that I do. Again, if you guys are new, I have a combo guide for the Prank Kids. There are 3 basic combos, 3 advanced combos. I usually just mix and match those combos in my gameplay, so you guys can check that out as well. So our normal standard 1 card combo ends on our Bow Bark with Fansies, with Panda set, Pranks active. The Prankist place was just a nice addition to have. So I end my turn with this, activate Pranks, recycle 30 cards, and draw into another copy of Dropsix. So guys, it's always good to have another hard copy of a Prankist monster in your hand, aside from the Fansies or whatever card you end your combo with on the field, because in case your opponent negates your Bow Bark on their draw phase, you would still have access to your Weather Washer using Pandemonium, taking the card from your field and in your hand, go into Weather Washer, and then activate Weather Washer to get 2 cards from your graveyard to the field that will be immune to destruction through battle that turn. So unless your opponent has card destruction effects, you would still be able to survive 1 more turn, right? Card destruction or penetration damage, you'll be able to survive 1 more turn. So keep that in mind, it's really important. It has come in handy many times to me when I do make plays happen in several of my videos. You guys already watched it. So, surprise surprise, my opponent is playing a SwordSoul deck. He activates SwordSoul Emergence, which I immediately chainlink my Pandemonium to go into my Butler. Now, you guys can argue I pulled the trigger on the Pandemonium really early, and my opponent could punish me because if you guys notice, my opponent has no cards on the field, right? And SwordSoul players are known to run 2 copies of Impermanence. Since he has no cards on his field, he could have just activated Imperm from his hand, Imperm my Butler would have been useless. So you guys can argue I pulled the trigger on Pandemonium too early. I could have waited until he normaled out a monster on the field so he can't activate Imperm from his hand. But I did it this way because in case he goes into Longyan, I could instantly pop my Butler. But it is true that I popped my Pandemonium too early, so keep this in mind as well. If you're playing against anyone, if they don't have any cards on the field and their side of the field keeps getting highlighted if you have an effect monster on the field, that means they either have, if it's your turn, that means they have effect veiler or Imperm. If it's their turn, they could have Forbidden Droplet or Imperm. So, but here's the thing. Like in this game, I know my opponent is playing SwordSoul and he had the Forbidden Droplet anyways to negate my Butler. But in blind games where you don't know what kind of deck your opponent is playing, if they're playing the Kaiju Grand Maju with the Stunlock deck or the Gravekeeper's deck, you have to pop your Pandemonium early to actually be able to get cards on the field before your opponent locks you out. So that's the only reason why I did this. Like, just keep in mind when you do play. So my opponent goes Moi, Grandmaster, searches for a spell, goes into his Iris SwordSoul. I don't know why he made the play like this. Iris SwordSoul, he had a hard copy of Fusion Destiny in his hand, because why not, right? SwordSoul players, why would not have a hard copy of Fusion Destiny in their hand? Goes into DPE, starts killing off my monsters. My Butler dies, I activate Butler, get a copy of Dropsies on the field, because I did want him to waste an attack into my Dropsies, so that I would be able to I wouldn't be able to go into Totally Awesome. So this is the end board after he's done with all his main phase 1, main phase 2, battle phase. I am left with just a copy of Dropsies, Lamseys, Pranks, plus Plays. But you see right now, he's going to activate DPE, pop DPE itself to pop my Prank, so I can't recycle cards anymore. Sets down a card, ends his turn. So now, this set down card could be anything. It could be Imperm, it could be Call By, it could be SwordSoul Blackout. So you guys will see as the video progresses. So right here, DPE gets special on the field on my standby phase. Now, if you guys look at my hand, I have Kaiju plus Raigeki. Kaiju means that his DPE is gone permanently, and then Raigeki will clear out his field, right? That's my play now. Then I could make my play with the 2 cards I have, go into my combo, kill him off this turn. That was what I was thinking, but in my mind, I was thinking maybe this card is a SwordSoul Blackout. Maybe he hard drew into SwordSoul Blackout. So let's see what happens. The Kaiju is DPE, I Raigeki his field. He chain links his SwordSoul Blackout to my Raigeki. Because why not? He's playing SwordSoul, he had a hard copy of Fusion Destiny, a hard copy of his Blackout in his hand. So, pops my whole field by targeting Grandmaster. I normal out the Dropsies, go into my combo from here. So right here, I believe my opponent is going to scoop. There it is. My opponent scoop. So the thing about SwordSoul is they have a really nasty turn 1 or turn 2. But if you manage to clear out their field, if you manage to wipe their board, they have a really hard time coming back from that board destruction. That's the only thing about SwordSoul that's bad, that they have no recovery. After their turn 1 is amazing. They just don't have recovery after turn 1. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the game, guys. Again, thank you very much for the Twitch support. Hitting affiliate is a big milestone for me. And with this is JP Duel signing off for today. See you guys in the next video. Peace!